It's midnight. The icy wind is brushing against my skin as I look up at this massive statue. I think I'm all alone until I feel someone's cold hand on my wrist. My heart stops. Hey, it's Alex. I'm in Quebec, Canada. This city is known for being one of the best Christmas destinations, and man, I can see why. The first thing I do is wander down Rue du Petit-Champlain, where they go so hard on holiday decorations, you wonder if the city council holds meetings just to one-up themselves every year. Wreaths, lights, oversized ornaments, the works. Honestly, it looks like Santa's elves overthrew the place. The whole street feels like something that could exist only here, with these narrow cobblestone alleys that barely fit a single car and buildings so old they could probably tell you a few stories if they could talk. And the smells, oh boy! There's wood smoke from the chimneys and a sharp, sweet hint of maple wafting through the air. Yeah, maples everywhere here. You'd think the Canadians had discovered some type of gold mine, and in a way, they kinda did. I spot this tiny wooden stall selling tourtière d'érable, hot maple syrup drizzled over snow where it hardens, and they roll it up for you on a stick. I'm immediately down for that. It's sweet, sticky, and way better than any candy bar, but it's also basically a sugar bomb. So if you eat too many, you'll probably end up awake at 3 a.m. wondering why you did this to yourself. I keep walking and find myself in front of Notre-Dame de Québec. It's been here since the 1600s, and you can feel the weight of all those years as soon as you walk in. There's a massive Christmas tree in the middle of the hall, and somehow, even in a huge cathedral, the lights make everything feel warm. A group of locals is softly singing in French, something that sounds like a Christmas hymn, and yeah, even if you don't know what they're saying, you can tell it's got that comforting, familiar Christmas sound. Then it's time to check out the ice rink. Place Jouville is one of those spots that feels almost surreal in winter, and they've got an outdoor rink right by the old city walls. So I lace up these rental skates and wobble my way onto the ice. And what happens? I wipe out almost immediately flat on my back. It's embarrassing that after so many times on an ice rink, I still feel like a toddler taking his first steps whenever I get on the ice. Some local kids are clearly trying hard not to laugh at me, but hey, I get it. A guy's gotta learn somehow. Eventually, I start to get into a rhythm and find my balance. There's something about skating under the holiday lights with the walls of an old city surrounding you that makes you feel like you're really in it, like you're part of the scene. At this point, I'm freezing and ready for a serious meal. I find a little restaurant with these low wooden beams that make you feel like you're in a medieval lodge. I get myself a steaming bowl of tourtière, a traditional Quebec meat pie. Let me tell you, this pie is no joke. The flaky crust, the spiced meat, it's basically like comfort food on steroids. And they serve it with a side of pickles, because why not? Apparently, that's how you do it here. And then mulled wine. This isn't just any mulled wine, it's strong, spicy, with hints of cinnamon, cloves, and a punch that keeps you warm from the inside out. One sip and I'm convinced I could walk back out into the snow and be fine for the rest of the day. The atmosphere here is buzzing, locals chatting in French, clinking glasses, and someone's playing accordion music in the corner, which, honestly, just completes the whole scene. After lunch, I'm out again, heading towards the Plains of Abraham, a place that's way more than just a park. This is where they held one of the most famous battles between the British and the French back in the 1700s. And in winter, it turns into this peaceful, snow-covered wonderland. I walk for a bit, and it's just me, the snow, and this huge quiet that you don't get in most cities. There's something about standing on a piece of history with snow falling all around you, like time is frozen here just for a moment. My next stop is the Christmas German market. There's this mix of smells that hit you as soon as you step in. Roasted chestnuts, sausages grilling, and something sweet and cinnamony that I can't quite place. Turns out it's Stollen, a kind of German fruit bread, and I have to try it. I'm munching on that, drinking more mulled wine, and browsing through these little stalls selling hand-carved wooden ornaments and woolen hats. The sellers chat with you in French, tossing in English here and there, and it feels like this whole neighborhood has come together to make you feel at home, even if you're just passing through. After my nibbles, I'm wandering around and I come across this little alleyway called Rue du Trésor. It's kind of hidden, almost easy to miss if you're not paying attention, but it's an art market. All these artists are standing beside their paintings and sketches, bundled up like everyone else, selling their pieces right out on the street. It's mostly scenes of Quebec, landscapes in winter, the city glowing under snow, that sort of thing. One guy points to a painting he's done of Montmorency Falls, telling a story about how he stood there for hours, fingers freezing, just to capture it. I'm not usually one for buying souvenirs, but there's something genuine about the way he describes the place. And before I know it, I'm walking away with a small watercolor of the falls. Then I think I should go see this in person. So now I'm heading to the Montmorency Falls. Frozen in some places, with icy water crashing down below. It's even taller than Niagara, which is nuts because you're standing right next to it. The suspension bridge over the falls sways in the wind, and yeah, the view is incredible, but I won't lie. Being that high up with ice everywhere, let's just say it's not only the cold that's making my hands tremble, still you can't help but stare. It's beautiful in a way that makes you feel small, like nature's giving you a little reminder of what real power looks like. It's on my way back from the falls that I end up alone in front of the Samuel de Champlain statue, shivering just taking it all in. I'm by myself in deep reflection mode, trying to figure out how much colder I can get before I call it a night, when I feel someone holding my wrist. I'm terrified. My heart drops. I turn around and see a woman with a sketch pad. She's been drawing people all around the city, she tells me, capturing their reactions to Christmas here. She flips her sketchbook around, and sure enough, there's me, flailing on the ice rink earlier with this stupid grin on my face. I can't help but laugh. She's nailed it. This moment, this city, this whole holiday vibe where strangers share little moments like this without knowing each other's names. She hands me the sketch as a gift, and suddenly freezing under a statue at midnight doesn't feel so weird anymore. It hits me then. Quebec City does Christmas like no other place. It's not just the decorations or the food or the sights. It's the way people here invite you in like you're not just some stranger passing through, but someone who's part of the celebration. I walk away with my little souvenir, a drawing of myself in a moment I didn't even know I'd want to remember. Do you see yourself spending Christmas in Quebec? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and adventure aloud!